Seems to me that's going to be the first thing to prove our guilt, though, is to try and hide the crime. If anyone comes across this, I mean...
Well, nobody knows about this yet, right? You could possibly know what had just happened.
He had a note on him. He had a note on him with all of our names.
What, like a hit list?
Yes.
Shitty hitman.
I certainly don't think we should burn the body at this point, then.
Well, I kind of don't want to keep it down here. I'm sure it's some kind of health hazard.
This
I'm
is
failing enough health
floor,
code
isn't it?
violations as it is.
You're dead, my sweet. You won't get an eviction.
Sarah's gonna ask about the wallet. Was it Jacob who took it?
Yeah, he's still holding on to it, and he's hasn't quite opened it up yet.
She's gonna, like, just stride up and snatch it from his hand and start inspecting it.
Hey! And he doesn't seem to actually bother stopping you. He's just surprised. You check out the wallet, and it has inside a military ID for one Riley Sampson, with his fresh, young face on it.
Out of curiosity, Elon, with that role previously, he knows he's kind of like the help general, just, he kind of knows his social status. What's the wallet like? Is it...
Oh, the
very
wallet
expensive,
is simple, plain black leather.
Okay.
It has a single fold inside of it. Inside, of course, is about $22. You know, the accumulation of his wealth at this point, I'm sure. A couple of discount coupons unredeemed from about 10 years ago. And a single pack of matches with the label Mystical on them. Misspelled horrendously. It might have been from some kind of club.
And a single gold doubloon.
Sarah's going to pocket the $22, and she's gonna take the military ID and the matchbook, and she's gonna throw the wallet next to the body and be like, yeah, burn that as well. I'm gonna look into this.
Burn, don't burn.
This
won't do either.
Sorry.
Did
This screams crone to me. John's just gonna say, looking at the heart.
Did that ID
Well, I
have a
didn't-
last place of residence?
You think so?
Did it?
No.
You could maybe inspect for occult tendencies or occult happenings. Or see if it matches anything you might know.
Well, let me handle it. I will try to see if it's some kind of ritual. Or if it,
Okay.
well, I don't know. I try to see for anything.
Go ahead and roll intelligence, occult, add in your sorcery addition, and let's just see what you get.
Wah, wah. Oh, I think that might be.
Well, unfortunately, John doesn't know a thing.
Sorry, I miss. I fucked up my roll.
Missing about 10 dice there.
Let me.
Nah, I'm sure those
try
10
that
don't make a
again.
difference. No big deal.
There we go.
It
3
doesn't
successes.
appear on the. Oh yeah, I did single one.
Your initial suspicions are correct. This syringe was involved in some sort of Kruak sorcery. The method of imbibing some sort of sorcerer's vitae can be many, but the syringe definitely serves the purpose. What it did, you're not really certain. Something is afoot.
Someone used correct.
Yes. Or, well, did something.
There is blood magic at work. Definitely.
Called it.
But it's not me. I would know, I think.
Ellen, you do remember from your politics, this man was not associated with the Circle of Crone in the slightest.
Mm-hmm. There's kind of a perplexed expression. He just shakes his head. He's certainly... Riley here had nothing to do with any sort of... Nothing to do with the Circle of the Crone whatsoever. He was... really, he was little more than... Well... servant, kind of petering about, doing whatever people needed of him. He's certainly not important enough for something of that nature. I don't think he'd have the capability of performing any sort of blood magic, you put it.
People said I couldn't do calculus, but I didn't anyway, you know.
There's a quick flick of his eyes over to Jacob before looking back to the rest, kind of just completely writing Jacob off.
That's okay, he just fades into the background.
Sarah's gonna look almost accusingly at Eland and say, "One of the help, huh? So, an Invictus hitman, more likely?"
Considering that our current attendance, I don't think so. I'm very unaware of anything going on here. I'm sure I would have heard something, to put it nicely. He just gives like a polite smile. Very much just, his eyes don't like reflect anything. It kind of the mention of Invictus Hitman. And he glances back to the others. I still don't think we should burn the body. Something's afoot here. There might be clues that we're unable to deduce. This is our only lead, and if we try to hide a crime that we didn't commit, that will certainly make us seem guilty, and whoever might discover this. And I don't know about you. He kind of glances to the others, like each one of them individually, but I don't trust any of you to keep it a secret. Not for long.
Gee, thanks.
Jacob quietly pulls over a shovel.
So, you don't trust us to keep a secret, so you want to keep the evidence around.
Unless you have a contact who is working in the city morgue, I think we're out of options with this body here.
I mean, we could always bury him and dig him back up.
Well, at the very least, it seems to me, you know, just a humble lawyer by trade. Absolutely every single one of us is a accessory to this crime. If any individual one of us were to, say, rat the others out, ourselves would be implicated.
And
That
I
would be
can only-
my general feel of it. But of course, I'm not sure if there's a kindred court of law at this point.
I'll
Can
walk
someone
over
pass
to
me
where
the
where the heart is. I'm gonna kick it back towards the body.
Ew.
Can someone pass me the syringe, pretty please?
Oh, you want to see it? Yeah, it's right there.
Yes.
Alright, what do you want to do with it?
Just keep it for now.
Okay, you go ahead and just pocket it.
I assume my soccer kick goes off without a hitch. I'm gonna have to ask everybody to step back for a moment.
Jacob steps back immediately.
Like to the edge of the room.
Sean does as well.
Take one or two small steps back.
I take a steps back.
Victor
Yeah, Sarah
is,
holds her hands up and is like, "Please, by all means."
as Victor is going to twist his hands around as though he's crafting something out of the air. And you tell me, Prince, whether this works or not. I'm going to craft a fire dragon to consume this body.
Make the roll. I'm not entirely certain how it works. I think the roll does the damage straight out, or is subtracted from a defense first.
Yeah, hold on.
Alright, so go ahead and make the roll.
I gotta
This is gonna
subtract
be
the
you incinerating
vitae
the body.
and the willpower.
Oh yeah, you have to spend a willpower.
Oh, and well, yeah, willpower, but I also have to spend vitae because I'm a vampire doing this.
Right.
Resolve plus occult. Resolve. Occult. Roll the die. Any modifier?
No. This is simple enough.
Wow. Wow.
What?
What?
You see him
Wait.
twirl his
Quick
hands.
question. What is that 0C that I see on the bottom of mine that nobody else seems to have? Am I rolling something different?
I do not know.
Oh, wait, hold on a sec here. Let me just try something real quick.
You only rolled one die.
Okay.
One die.
Well, it seems it doesn't matter. I can roll 10 dice and get no successes twice.
It's entirely possible, but you've accomplished it. You pulled it off.
So how do
Throw
I...
your hands around in the air, telling everyone to stand back as dramatically as you can. And, well, the boiler sparks a little bit in the process, but nobody seems to notice anything happen.
What I was trying to do here is a very complex method of reading the past. Clearly not something else,
Sure.
for all you know.
Jacob kind of looks across at you from the room and goes, yeah? Uh-huh. Sure.
And what I've determined is that if we look at that military ID that I believe Sarah has, we might determine a previous address that we could investigate for more information.
Sounds good.
Job?
And I required you all to step back so you didn't mingle in with the aura of this dead body.
Right, you're a
Well,
sorcerer.
good that did.
Out of curiosity, does identification, you think it would have his actual place of residence? I don't know about you, but when I entered my lovely new life, my address had a little bit of a change of address. Right?
Well,
ID
yeah.
doesn't
Some
exactly
clue
like
is
that.
better than no clue.
You do note the ID has expired 2 years ago.
Yes, but I mean, a former address would then give us clues into the life he had before, which might lead us into the life he had now, or has had, previous tense. You understand.
You also,
Or if this guy
got the matchbook.
was, as you call him, help, who was his employer?
Oh, gracious prince.
Good question. You're not sure you picked up on that.
Honestly, I don't recall. I never
Not
had
from what you recall, at the very least. You could certainly ask around, but, well, who of the upper class would know even the names of their servants?
This is just to confirm. You said I met him in Elysium. Was he part of the Invictus or another clan? Clan? Or not
He
clan,
was some
sorry.
part of the Invictus.
Fuck. I will just slowly write that down and not reveal that information.
Sarah's just going to assume because she's, went through this, so...
That's
Sorry,
fine.
I hope that wasn't too much of a metagaming jump. That's
I
just,
feel like this is right up
No,
her
that's a
alley.
perfectly rational stereotype to engage
yeah,
in.
she's just that paranoid, so... Because it's happened to her before, so...
Invictus Hitman? No, he has nothing to do with the Invictus that I recall.
So, any of you know about that Mystic Club that was on the matchbook?
Yeah,
idea.
what is, would I happen to know with, I think, could I make a roll with, Cacophony Savvy, I think?
I believe that would be to know vampiric issues, but maybe you could and see if it's related in any way.
Oh.
I mean,
gonna-
maybe I'm jumping 2 steps ahead, wondering if Mystic is, a vampire hangout or not.
Well, it's as good as guess as any, and at the very least you could rule it out, couldn't you?
Right. So, what roll would you like me to make for that?
Well, I'm looking that up right now.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, what's like the health scale of this place on like a 1 to 10 down here?
Say that again?
Like, how healthy, like clean is it down here on a scale of 1 to 10? Like, is this like dirty? Could there
Sure,
be,
the
like,
dead
rats
body
down
brings
here?
it down a
This
little
is
bit.
a 2 out of 10 establishment at best.
Are there any rats?
And this is a 1 out of 10 area. There are definitely rats.
I'm gonna use feral whispers. Once we resolve the other roll, I guess.
Okay, so we'll start with cacophony. I'm looking at this.
First tier is
Uh,
your character can read the signs when she sees them. With an intelligence and streetwise roll, she can identify the intent. Never mind. That probably doesn't work.
I'll
then.
let you go ahead and make the roll anyway, in case maybe you happen to have walked past the area before.
Okay.
One. Well,
Mm.
you've definitely walked past the area before, and you know that some upstart vampire has claimed it as, quote, his ground. Seems relatively new, and by new, maybe about 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
Of course, many people can claim a club, but he likes to claim the surrounding grounds as well.
Okay, so it's his feeding grounds. Perhaps.
Let's see. Other unresolved actions. Who's next?
Okay, that would be. I'm gonna try and fucking talk to a rat, yo.
Alright, rat buddies.
1 success. The vampire can communicate with an animal, asking it what it has perceived. Most animals can remember what has happened over the last night. Animals relate what they encountered through the lens of their own perception. Dog answer in terms of smell and hearing, while birds relate what they could see. Vampire can also give the vampire a simple command, blah, 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 blah. That's just like simple command. So he's going to ask what the hell a rat saw. So you'll see Eland kind of like glance over to the others and then just kind of shuffle off to one of the corners, and then you hear like this odd, like little skirting sound. God, I don't normally do this in front of people. I get a little stage fright, so you guys can turn around.
Oh, Sarah's watching this.
And he'll glance down and find a rat. You'll lean down, gingerly not pick it up, and then just kind of whisper. He's like, what happened here last night?
Last night? Nothing. This night? Oh god. Blood. Everywhere.
Who?
That!
Where
And
did
it
the
kind
blood
of
come
motions
from?
its head towards the body.
Who did this to the body? Was it one of us? And he just kind of like points at himself and then the
It
others.
gives you a "Are you serious?" stare for a moment, which is a surprisingly complex expression for a rat.
I don't.
All of you!
What do you mean, all of us?
Destroyed him!
Us.
Wow! Yeah! I can even smell the blood on your hands right there.
How? I believe this rat, right? Like, this is, you can't lie. I'm asking him this.
Why would the rat be lying to you? The rat is part of the intrigue and subterfuge.
What do I have to do to, like,
There.
I want to kill the rat.
Oh, you're going to? Okay.
Oh yeah, just a quick little like mercy killing.
This,
Actually, no. He'll give it a command.
this rat can't talk to anybody else.
No, he'll give it a command. He's like, very good. Thank you. I need you to go outside and find the closest cat and snuggle up to it. And I think
Snuggle, got it. And disappears.
Elon kind of like straightens up, looking a little flustered, turns back around. We should burn that body. You are right. We're in a bit of a pickle.
You
Looks
don't
like we're all
say.
in this together, whether we like it or not.
All right, Jacob, get the hatchet.
Hatchet, got it. And he trades it out for the shovel. And he's ready to get to work on this.
Eland is going to the padlock door to be very interested in that, and potentially see what's on the other side. Just.
Oh, you go check out the padlock door. Jacob gives a turn of his head to you, but doesn't really stop you. It's a small storage closet. You can see a mattress propped up against the wall, kind of like leaning on it at an angle, and you can see like the indentation of a body form into it, as if someone's been sleeping on it like that.
Does it match Jacob's size?
Just about.
There any way light to get inside of this little storage closet? There's no like small little window or something out to the outside, is there?
No, this teeny tiny storage closet is entirely locked out from the rest of the world.
I'm going to be very interested in this as Jacob gets to work with the hatchet.
Alright. You're going to be very interested in his tiny storage closet. You're going to try not knocking over the mop or the broom or the bucket.
I'm not in it. I'm just literally standing outside looking in and just waiting for the dirty work to be done.
It is about as low class and poor as you could have possibly imagined it to be. Which, it gets worse, but your imagination doesn't go far as a blue blood here.
Yeah. Oh my god. He must only make 30 grand a year. No.
John's gonna help. Just get the work done quicker.
Okay. You and Jacob work together, and Jacob is awfully efficient at this. He seems to have some knowledge of anatomy. He knows how to clean up the scene, especially his basement. And he takes each individual piece over to the boiler and chucks them in one at a time in manageable amounts.
Sarah's going to ask while they're busying themselves, and she's kind of pondering over these little breadcrumbs that have been left, if any of them know about a kindred who runs out of mystic.
I don't think
Jalen,
so.
Jacob himself sort of shrugs and goes, I've never heard of that kind of place. Sounds kinky.
Wouldn't happen to be Ventru.
Would it? Does that ring a bell for Invictus or Ventru? For Elon specifically, just kind of knowing...
It's probably just too low class for you.
I mean,
by that,
gotcha.
you mean middle class.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be Ordu, would it?
No.
Would it be Carthian?
It's probably not relegated to any political faction.
Oh, okay. Would
Just
study
someone's
status help?
personal claim.
Never mind.
So it's just a name, really.
Just a name.
Or is it?
Do we still have our belongings on us? Like,
Definitely.
can Elon pull out his cell phone and just do like a quick little search just to see what he finds for the mystic location?
About the same time, you hear Jacob's cell phone turn on with like a nice little Samsung ring.
Ba-ding.
He kind of looks over. Oh, you're already on it, and he just puts it back into his pocket.
There's a little. Flinch.
You go ahead and look up the word as it's spelled, and thankfully, due to its terrible misspelling, it's the first thing on the list. The Mystical Club.
How is it spelled? Out of curiosity.
Ooh, let me go ahead and paste what monstrosity I put down here.
I guess Mystikal.
You might be really close.
Okay. That's how I typed it in the notes initially, so I was like, let's just misspell it horribly.
It's typed in elite.
Let's see.
I typed it in horribly typoed. It ends up spelling out the Gentleman's Club, but pronounced mystical.
There we go.
Oh my god, that is horrific.
My eyes.
I've seen worse.
They're sure not breaking anyone else's copyright.
Where'd you get the Q from?
I'm thinking it must be a Spanish club.
He'll Google it, see what he can find.
It's like a mixed mystic
Other
with
than-
Quetzalcoatl.
So online, what information were you looking for about it?
He would specifically dig into how long has it been around? Any information regarding the owner? When did the owner come into like property? Like if he can find just like maybe like public records or something from the city of Gotham of like any
Rating
sort
with a
of
Better Business Bureau.
yeah,
All right.
pretty much.
General information that you get, without even really having to put much effort into it. The building has been around for quite some time, as many buildings have, and has been built atop ever since it's been created. The club itself has been around for maybe about 7 years, replacing another club which had a few criminal activities happen on it, leading to the owner giving up the property. Any other important questions? I'm trying to remember them all.
Criminal activity. Are there any sort of like fishiness or like anything that pings, like maybe who he gave it up to? Like, is this like just some bit, like kindred?
Sure, it has the
yeah, I'm
current
giving it
owner.
up.
A very ostentatious individual of whom I don't have a name immediately.
Okay.
His face is even on the website itself, over in the About section. He's smiling and dancing and drinking.
Anyone recognize him? And Eland will kind of like move over to the rest of the others and kind of like turn it
There's
around.
a great big head shake around the room.
I'm not from around here, so sorry.
This is the point where carousing as the mayor probably would have come in handy for you all, huh? Oh, yeah, bringing it back.
While he's looking on his phone, can I try to look at the syringe? Does it still have trace of blood on it?
Yes, it does.
Well,
Last couple drops.
I will try to get his scent to determine to whom it belongs.
You try to catch the scent.
Yeah.
One moment.
You go crazy. It has the blood of all of us on it. Oh no! You see into the eons. It stares back.
Alright. You try to read the blood off of it. There's the unmistakable scent of Deva upon it, and the lighter hint of Gangrel. The individuals you wouldn't know just yet. Oh, maybe parts of the Deva are right in front of you.
Sorry?
The scent of the Deva, or, I'm sorry, the scent of the... Never mind. Two different people.
Yeah, he's Gangrel,
Yes,
isn't he?
you do detect Deva and Gangrel off of it.
Well, there were at least 2 other people involved. A Devon and a Gangrel. Probably acolytes of the crown.
Possibly an Invictus.
So, what all do you plan to do?
Eland's gonna go take a look at the stairs.
The stairs lead upwards into a small, little, dinky lobby of the apartment.